Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. There's some pretty heavy topics that I want to talk about in this video. I first want to start off by talking about the Grammy Award-winning songwriter and producer Lashawn Daniels. I first got introduced to Lashawn on Tamar and Vince's reality show, and I liked him on the show. I thought he was funny, but sadly, I have been hearing reports that Lashawn Daniels passed away at the age of 41 from a car accident, allegedly. I don't really know the actual details, but I've been hearing a lot of people send their condolences to Lashawn on social media, and it's really a sad day in music because Lashawn has been responsible for writing hit songs for a lot of our favorite artists. He wrote a lot of songs for Brandy, and some of the biggest hits he wrote for Destiny's Child was Say My Name and Lose My Breath. He also wrote Brandy and Monica's hit song, The Boy Is Mine. He wrote Toni Braxton's hit song, He Wasn't Man Enough. He also wrote Lady Gaga and Beyonce's song, Telephone. He wrote Michael Jackson's song, You Rock My World. He wrote Whitney Houston's song, It's Not Right, But It's Okay. Also, he wrote Jennifer Lopez's song, If You Had My Love, and Tamar Braxton's hit song, Love and War. And he wrote many other hits as well, but he was a very respected songwriter in the music industry, and he and Rodney Jerkins are responsible for creating some of the biggest hits in music. So his passing is really sad, and I do send my condolences to his family and friends. I send my condolences to his wife, April, because I know she's hurting. Everybody who was close to him, I send my condolences to them. And I also want to say rest in peace to Lashawn Daniels. You will be greatly missed. The next topic I want to talk about is the actor Hosea Chanchez. If you don't know, Hosea did star in the hit sitcom The Game, and he came out recently and revealed that he was sexually assaulted by his friend's father when he was a young teenage boy. He actually told his story on Instagram, and this is what he said. Before these words got here now, they had been written and erased many times. This time I made a choice to be man enough, human enough, brave enough, and maybe even crazy enough to keep them here. So here goes. About a year ago or so, I remembered something I tried my whole life to forget. Actually, I didn't try. I intentionally forgot. I remember the conversation I had with myself when I was around 14. I convinced myself that no one needed to hear about this. People will judge me. People won't care either way, and the truth could only hurt me, my family, and everyone else's families. So I locked it away until now. It was summer and I was about 14. I had gotten a ride home from my friend's father, who this day seemed insistent upon dropping me off himself. It seemed odd until I later realized he had been preparing me for this long ride home for a while. A week before this day, my friend's dad was asking me what type of girls I liked and if I had sex with a girl yet. He kept saying, I bet you had the girl screaming with that big blank. I bet you can blank a lot. I didn't know it at the time, but he was trying to see where my boundaries were, and he was using a false hyper-masculinity as a way to sniff out my comfort level with sex and privacy. This became a regular conversation where he asked me questions about sex and wondering what girls think about me sexually. But for some reason, he would never ask me anything around his son, my friend, or anyone else. It was only with me and always when no one else was around. Little did I know, those secret conversations were his way of testing my level of privacy and secret keeping with him. I was always uncomfortable and shy about talking about sex with him. Obviously, I was only 14, which was the perfect personality trait for this predator to prey on, shy and introverted. That's how some predators start, by finding your child's weak, innocent, shy spots and exploiting them through the lens of secrets, sex, masculinity, girls, and trust. Parents of boys, please pay attention to this. He knew my father wasn't in my life and my mother was a single mom, so he would always tell me I was like his other son, so I could trust he's always looking out for me, further building my trust and commitment to his predatory agenda. I'm not going to read the details of the next post because it's just too much. But basically, he was driving in the car with this man and he violated him. Okay, so that is what happened to him at age 14 years old. And Hosea also exposed the man. The man's name is Isaac Sanders from Montgomery, Alabama. And putting the two and two together, there are some speculations that this wicked man, Isaac Sanders, is the former vice president of the advancement of East Stroudsburg University. He was fired from his job after several allegations came out. A total of 6 students filed a civil lawsuit against him in 2009, but 3 had their claims dropped due to statute of limitations. But what he would do is he would use his position of power to provide jobs and benefits for male students in return for sex. That is what he would do. And I think this is the same man who violated poor Hosea. And I'm so happy Hosea came out and exposed this man because he needs to be exposed. I want to say to all victims, do not be afraid to speak out. The devil needs to be shamed. Expose that devil. Whatever happened to you is not your fault. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you unworthy. And you should not fall into the trap of feeling guilty or feeling ashamed, because guess what? You didn't deserve what happened to you. You have to take your power back. And the first step to taking your power back is exposing the person who violated you. That's all I wanted to say. Now, there is another topic I want to discuss. There's an actor by the name of Malik Yoba who is known for his role on New York Undercover and his roles in Why Did I Get Married and Empire. Now, a few days ago, he did come out on Instagram and said that he was attracted to transgender women. He first posted this viral video of a young man by the name of Maurice getting bullied for dating a transgender woman. The story came out that he committed suicide after this video went viral, but his girlfriend later on came out and said that he committed suicide because she left him. Apparently, there was abuse involved in their relationship, and she left him because it got so toxic. And after she left, he overdosed on drugs. So this was a very, very sad story. And Malik posted this on Instagram, and he also admitted that he was attracted to transgender women. When he admitted this, he stirred up a lot of conversation online, and he did respond to some of the backlash.
Good morning, family. First and foremost, I want to say thank you all the good folks who have reached out in the last 24 hours, seeing my name, talking about trans attraction. Imagine that, Malik Yoba. So here's the thing. We're human beings, and we're all part of the God body. And so, unfortunately, part of our mechanism is that we need to judge and categorize and ostracize and vilify and demonize the things we don't understand. As a black man, I know the stories my daddy told me. I know my history as a black man, what it meant for folks to tell you you don't matter. I don't believe that. I've never believed that of myself or other people. You know, I've got 3 children, and I apologize to my own children because my kids got some foul messages with folks thinking that it's okay because you don't understand something. Just because you don't understand something does not make it wrong, or does not make people wrong. I don't even understand all of it, but I'm willing to ask questions. I'm willing to align myself to get close to so that I can understand. Just like I didn't understand Spanish, but I got close to it and learned to speak it. French, Japanese, musical instruments, math equations. You don't understand these things, so you lean in. You ask questions. You inform yourself. Check this out. The most interesting people in the world are also the most interested. So I hope that friends, family, loved ones can come out, share your experiences, share your creativity, share your vision of what a just world would look like. I want all trans men, my brothers out there, that don't feel that you're connected to the black male experience or the male experience, because cisgender men don't fuck with you. I'm telling you, I'm here for you as well. I'm here for everyone. I'm the CEO of I Give Incorporated, and so I do what I do. So again, the Trans Visibility March on Washington to me is a very, very important moment in time, a moment in history, because when all people come together to support our brothers and sisters and say that you matter, that you belong here, that's one, huge step forward for all of humanity. And so much love to all that reached out. Much love to BET.com for picking up my Instagram post and spreading it around. Love.
After Malik voiced his support for the transgender community, his baby mama responded and chastised him for not telling his children about his transgender relationship. She said, "As the mother of our two beautiful children, you already know how my support for you has always been unconditional. I expressed that 2 months ago to you when I became aware of your current trans relationship. Why did you not have a conversation with our children and wait till last night to text our firstborn with this info? Yet you were preparing your public months ago on IG. Our children support you and keep so much a secret of what really goes down with our family dynamic. I asked to meet you over a month ago and you have yet to make time. So here I am. If you know better, then do better. Family is first overall." I 100% agree with his baby mama. He definitely should have had a conversation with his children so they could at least get acclimated to this situation, because it's going to take them a while to process this. And it's really unfortunate that people are now bullying his children because of his preference. But honestly, this is not even the real issue. There's a bigger issue at hand, because Malik Yoba allegedly was messing around with underage transgender girls. This right here is a problem. Now, there's this transgender woman by the name of Mariah Lopez who came out on Facebook and said that Malik Yoba paid her for sex when she was just a 13-year-old child. And keep in mind, Mariah was a victim of human trafficking when she was younger, and she said that Malik would seek out minors, allegedly.
So I see that Malik Yoba has expressed, let's separate it. If he has adult feelings for trans women, that's his business. But what he did to carry them out when society made it so he couldn't find none except little trans prostitutes that were teens, we gotta separate those things. Whether or not he is an adult now who decides that this is what he wants to do, but he was an adult then. At the end of the day, I look like a teen. These other teens look like teens. You can't tell me he did not know we were teenagers. I barely look my age now. What you think I looked when I was 13, 14 years old? You think I look like I was 21, 18, 19? So I hear he's trying to get on Pose. I don't really care about none of that. He happens to be making the statements he's making at a time when New York has brand new child sex abuse laws. Oops. He talking about he loves trans. Where were you loving me when I was needing you to pay for my transition? Why did I have to sue the city? Malik, you had the money, Mr. Yoba. Why did I have to sue for everybody else to get their surgery? Truth be told, you could have sold this. Malik Yoba could have saved the city a whole lot of motherfucking heartache if he wanted to give me more than the $80 he was willing to pay me that first night. The only question is, because you're doing too much mental gymnastics to try to come for me. Gymnastics. He's already admitted he's like trans women. I'm not the only one he's turned. We just spoke to someone. Somebody that was like a couple recently outside of his house, calling other girls, talking about he turned her, he didn't want to pay her. That's recent, right? But if the press contacts him and they say, so do you have any proof you didn't have sex with her as a minor? Oh no, because you were admittedly driving around the meatpacking district. Just so happens, Mr. Yoba, we happen to know this minor was running around the meatpacking district because she was suing the city in federal court for all other runaway teens. I am Joelle in Joelle A, the lawsuit that opened all the new foster care facilities. It's in federal documents that when I ran away from the group homes, I was in the village in the meatpacking district. It's in documents. You think Malik Yoba's little ugly ass is little dry self? You know what he thought? He thought, let me go on Pose and I'll never and come out and I'll never have to pay for it again. Because the girls he don't like to pay. Not gonna lie to you, but she paid me that little bill, $80. Sometimes that little bitch, that was cute, my little self. And if you'll get my hint, I didn't have to do a lot because I was unable. If you get my drift. So one thing I will say is he already put himself out there, nothing to do with me, by supporting Reese. Did y'all not hear Reese was trying to beat and kill his girlfriend? What's wrong with y'all? Y'all still not past that? That the boy was trying to kill his girlfriend? I ain't gonna be on post. They better not let him on the show now either.
I know that's right, they better not. This is just too much. Too much. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this whole video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.